Australian domestic airline passengers growth over year to June quarter 2011. Intercapital, leisure, Miami exposed, all minus 4% to 6%. My around 6%, minus 4%, 2%, 2%. The image illustrates information about Australian domestic airline passengers growth over year to June quarter 2011. I can clearly see on this bar diagram there are four categories that are mining exposed, leisure, intercapital, and one more category called all. So in all the four categories, the mining exposed has grown exponentially by more than 6%. In contrast, the leisure has degrown by almost 4%. The remaining two categories, intercapital has grown almost 2%, and then all is also grown 2%. So the clear winner is mining exposed, and the one which lost users is leisure. So before teaching you anything, I would like to show my score report. This is my full name, this is my PTE ID, and then I'll go to my activity. In my activity, you can see this particular thing. August 7, 2025, 8 a.m. So this is the day when PT got completely, I think it changed a lot in the speaking part. So I went to the test to get a maximum score in speaking, rather to experiment whether my strategies, tips, templates, everything works or not. They work or not. So let's see the score report. So the attempt was specifically for getting maximum score in speaking, right? So since speaking score was 90, listening score was 90, I was not focusing on reading or writing, but I have done my experiments. What I wanted to experiment, I experimented. I'm happy about it, right? So 90. So when I got 90, then I'm teaching you. It's not in the old test, it is in the new test format. I got 90. Now let's look at this feedback. Now upper part, you can look at the content, oral fluency, pronunciation. Your answer gets rated on these three categories, right? So first one, content, it gave a score of what? 5 points. Okay. Reason, we'll see. Oral fluency, on 5, it gave 4.5. Why 4.5? Why not less? Why not more? Let us see. Pronunciation, 4.5 on 5. This is what it gave. So please see, now if you are practicing in any portal, what happens is you get only your feedback is limited to this part. Only numbers you get to see. It is not bad if you see only numbers. It gives you an indication that your probably content is increasing, decreasing, oral fluency is increasing, decreasing, or pronunciation is increasing, decreasing. You get signals like increase, decrease signals. But if you go to the next question, only seeing just signal, you may not improve fast. Okay, the improvement can be a bit late. All right. So, but if you can get the in-depth feedback for every question that you answer, it is going to be amazing. You will be improving yourself faster than usual. Look at this. The response effectively identifies topic of Australian domestic airline passengers and mention four categories. So, did I do it? I did it. Mining exposed, leisure, intercapital, and one more category called all. It provided specific data regarding growth percentages, which is strong point. So it says I have provided specific data, okay, with the growth percentages. That's what it says. So please see, this is feedback I got. However, the term degrown, I think I shouldn't use the word degrown going forward because it is not very legitimate term in this particular situation as far as the feedback is concerned. Unconventional. It is little unconventional. So using declined, decreased would improve the clarity. So this is like I got this feedback. So I'm not going to use the degrowth, all of these words going forward. I'm going to use the words like declined, decreased, came down, such words I'm going to use. So if I only look at content 5, I'm either happy, either I'm unhappy. But if I'm looking, if I'm getting this kind of feedback, it's going to be amazing, right? So I'll improve faster. So words like exposed and intercapital were clearly pronounced. Some terms could be clearer, particularly degrowth. This term was not clear. So it gave a clear pronunciation feedback. So you don't get this anywhere. This is our side, it gives you. So the filler count is less. It is even counting the fillers like, So it says low filler count. That means it is absolutely okay. So your filler count is less. So there are no fillers counted, leading to a higher score in this area. it says. Okay, practice tip. Next time, from this, what do you improve yourself? Like, practice using more standard terminology to enhance clarity, professionalism in your responses. So it is asking me to not experiment on the vocabulary, use standard terms like growth, what do you call, then decline, right? Increase, decrease. So this is, I think, when somebody gets feedback like this, it's going to be, highly useful to the student. All right. PTE Describe Image session, no fluff, only stuff, right? It's as per the new PTE test, right? Updated one. So why Describe Image matters to you? So in the real examination and the new PTE test, there are 5-6 questions coming from Describe Image. Minimum 5, maximum 6. And when you answer these 5-6 questions, you get a score of about 15 to 18 marks. So bare minimum, a perfect answer for one Describe Image question brings you 3 marks in speaking. 3 marks. I'm talking about the final conversion estimation. So one perfect Describe Image answer gets you 3 marks in speaking, right? So the total score, maximum score in speaking is 90. In that 90, the weightage of Describe Image is 15 to 18 marks, right? And that how it looks in the real examination. It looks like this in the real examination. You can see on the screen this window. This window is going to come up on a 22-inch monitor in the real exam. When you go sit the PTE test, you have a dedicated desk for yourself. On the dedicated desk, there is a monitor. The monitor computer set, basically, which have width of the monitor is 22-inch monitor, basically. So this is instruction. So all you have to do is you have 25 seconds for preparation. You have 40 seconds for describing the image. During the 25 seconds of preparation time, during the 40 seconds of answering time, the image will not go away anywhere. It is very much there on the screen. I'll share 3 secrets about Describe Image. Number 1, this does not give score in other sections. It's only a speaking task. It supplies score only in speaking, nothing, nowhere else. And if there is an image which has lot of data. I think there are some 15-20 data points are there in this image. There is no need to capture every data point of every element in the image. If there is lot of information, only maximum value, minimum value, average value will do. You cannot describe a very, very, what do you call, data dense image in just 35-40 seconds time. It's not possible, and you get relieved. Okay, all right. So you don't have to speak for complete 40 seconds. The ideal duration, in my opinion, for Describe Image is 30 to 35 seconds. For the people who are learning it for the first time, who are implementing it for the first time, I think you are new to PTE test, then you should always have a cutoff at 35 seconds. More than 35 seconds, you should not speak. Of course, sometimes what happens when you want to finish in 35 seconds, it may get extended to 35th or 36th, 37th second. It's understandable, but always have this discipline. You will only speak for 30 to 35 seconds about the image. This is something I want everybody to implement. From August 2025 onwards, the Describe Image is getting verified by humans. So first, the computer gives you score, like I've shown you, content score, oral fluency score, pronunciation score. First, computer assesses your answer. Then once the computer is finished, done with the assessment of your answer, then the human rater will verify your answer. Especially, guys, I'm showing you this secret with you. So simple to understand. The human rater will be interested in 3 things, right? His job or her job is 3 things. Please understand, this is something very, very useful insight. The human rater will check whether your answer is templatized. Templatized. Are you using a popular template to give your answer? Number 1. If you are using, gone it is. The content score human rater is going to give is 0, right? Number 2, what the human rater says, okay, the first thing is what? Template checking, whether it is matching with any popular template or not 100%. So it is not matching, then it goes to the next stage, that is called relevance. Is your answer relevant or not? For example, if there is a bar diagram with 4 elements, did you describe the same bar diagram, same title, same 4 elements, or did you say something which is not relevant to the image, right? So that is what second check the human rater does. And the third check what the human rater does is the human rater checks whether your answer is sufficient or not. So what it is sufficient or not. Okay, title is there or not, mentioning of important elements is not there or not, maximum value, minimum value, average value, and some conclusion. These are there or not. That's what the human rater checks in your answer. So 3 things the human rater checks when verifying your answer. T, templatized or not, R, relevant or not, S, sufficient or not. So this is something you can assume for any task which has human rating, basically. Yes, I'll teach you what got me 90 marks in the exam several times. Okay, how to answer three, describe image in three steps, three simple steps. Step one, so in the preparation time of 25 seconds, what you do, you read the title, understand the title. Read the title, understand the title. Reading should be outside. For example, the diamond production by value in the year 2016. Diamond production by value in the year 2016. The production of diamond by value in 2016. Something like that. Either title or paraphrase title you are reading outside. In the process, you please don't disturb others. You can read it at a lower tone, right? And then important words, important numbers. So if you look at bar diagram, pie chart, line diagram, table, Venn diagram, donut diagram, whatever the diagram you see, it has words on it, it has numbers on it, right? So some numbers are, maximum value, some numbers are minimum value, some are average value. So what you have to do is you have to look at them and you have to practice them also. So for example, X country, Y country, Z country, A country, B country, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, like this numbers and words, you have to look at the image and practice. I'm going to give you, after this slide, one more demonstration of how to practice the title, important words, and get ready in the 25 seconds of preparation. I'm going to show you. So in this 25 seconds preparation time, try to use only 21, 22 seconds time. Last 3, 4 seconds, please don't use, because if you are busy until the last moment, preparing, suddenly the recording starts, you may have to start your answer in an abrupt manner. So that's why it's not recommended. All right. Where international companies have their European headquarters, Germany, UK, Germany, Switzerland, France, Netherlands, Ireland, Belgium, Spain, Denmark, 0 to 225 number of offices. Okay, the UK is the clear winner here. Germany, these are one level, the other things are other level. Okay. So now what you have to do in the answering time, when the recording starts, only when the recording starts, you have to start answering the question, start describing the image. So first what you do, you implement the title. The image illustrates, or in the beginning only you want to say the bar diagram illustrates, the pie chart illustrates, depending on the image. So always revealing the type of image is better for your score, because it makes your answer more relevant. All right. Describe it using template. I'm going to give you a template. So I'm in the demonstration, I'm going to use it without much use of template. Okay. So, but I'm going to give you the template clarity. Template title, you will say important words, important numbers. You will describe your answer is done. You see how it happens. Look at the sample answer. Ready? The image illustrates where the international companies have their respective European headquarters. I can see on the image, on this bar diagram, the UK has more than 200 international companies, European headquarters, whereas the Germany, Switzerland, France, Netherlands have close to 50 international companies, European headquarters. The other countries at the same time, Ireland, Belgium, Spain, Denmark, they have close to 10 European companies, 10 European headquarters of the different international companies. So the clear winner, the UK has more number of European headquarters of international companies. Look at the sample answer. And the moment you finish, you click the next button. So for describing an image, one should not take more than 35, 36, 37. So almost complete 40 seconds time you should not take. So the ideal duration for describe image, in my opinion, is 30 to 35. Whenever I go to the real exam, I make sure that my answer is finished in the range of 30 to 35 seconds, not more than that, of international companies. And then so you do the answer like this. See, please see, the content score is 5, the oral fluency score is 3. There are some ums and ahs in this. So pronunciation score is 4.5, right? So if it's always great to listen back to your own answer, basically, if your application has that feature. So if your application does not have that feature, use our application. One mock test is free. You can log in right now. You can create an account and log in. The image illustrates where the international companies have their respective European headquarters. So please see, the response effectively identifies the main point of the image, main topic of the image, which is the location, international companies, European headquarters. It mentions the UK having more than 200 European headquarters, while other have Germany's, Switzerland, France, Netherlands have close to 50. The conclusion was clear. However, there are some inaccuracies in specific numbers for countries with fewer than 50 headquarters. The student could improve by providing most precise numbers. I think we can do it next time. So look at this amazing feedback. This is like comprehensive feedback for a serious test taker. The only people who want a smart work to be done, who do not want to practice hundreds of questions from describe image. For them, this is useful. Anyone who wants to go in the routine manner, there's no problem. They can continue with the numbers only. Words like international, headquarters were clearly pronounced, but some phrases could be clearer, particularly while when listing the countries, the flow could be improved. The listing of the countries, I think all countries' names were not properly 100% accurately pronounced. That's what it says. Probably I can improve it next time. The filler count is 5. 5 times I filled, which indicates some hesitation in the speech. It affects the oral fluency score. The response could benefit from smoother transition between the points. See, there are 5 times I filled itself. It tells me. So if you get this much deep feedback, like how many times you filled, also it is telling you. Next time you can improve, easily, yes or no. So next time you will have a target like this image. Discover in the next question, I'll only fill less than 5 times. Next time, less than 4 times, less than 3 times. So you have this intelligence you need. When you have this intelligence, excellent feedback, then you will improve faster. So PT preparation is not about practicing so many hundreds of questions. It is all about getting the right feedback immediately, instantly. Okay. So, how to use the template? Earlier, there used to be a great reliance on template, right? People used to depend on template like anything, but now template is a thing that gives you a sense of structure, right? That's how you should see it. You should not memorize each and every word and do it. But with my template, even if you memorize each and every word and implement, there is no harm because this template is not used by so many thousands of lakhs of people like other templates. Okay. So for some days, it's fine. So this image type. So for example, if it's a bar diagram, this bar diagram illustrates, let's say, Spanish speaking countries by population, something like that, right? So here title. So using this first line, you can simply construct a title for your describe image. Second line, one section of the diagram highlights. So what is there in one section? For example, on one section, the names of the countries are there. For example, there is A country, B country, C country, D country, E country, F country. You can say that. And while other part shows the percentage starting from, let's say, 0 to some 90%, something like that. So one part, the other part. So if for simple example, if this is there on x-axis, this is x-axis information, this is y-axis information. If there is a bar diagram or a pizza diagram, so first half of the pizza first, half of the pizza next, something like that. You can segregate. Simple stuff. It is noticeable that A has the highest value, in contrast, B records the lowest, and B has the lowest. It is noticeable that ABC country has the highest Spanish-speaking population. At the same time, in contrast, the other country, let's say B country, has least Spanish-speaking population, right? Overall, the image clearly emphasizes, the countries that speak Spanish from high percentage to low percentage, something like that. Your answer is done. So this is how you can, use the template basically. And trust me, if you use template for 40, 50 times, the next time onwards, you don't need to depend completely on the template because subconsciously you get comfortable with you get used to the flow, like topic, first point, second point, third point, fourth point, fifth point. The clarity you already have. You don't have to completely depend on the each and every word which is there in the template, which is not necessary. You will realize, no. Okay. So there is one more template that I'm giving you for the process diagrams, and I'll after this I will explain you how to use the template. The diagram illustrates a process concerning what is the process? Is it a mosquito life cycle from a net to adult mosquito? Is it the production of power to distribution of electricity, production of electricity to distribution of electricity? What is it basically? So that's the one. And it begins with what? First is stage. What is stage one in the process diagram? That it begins with, and it passes through key steps such as what? Stage two, stage three. Key stages are key steps like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 are there in any process diagram. Final, the sequence concludes with what final stage? What is the final stage in the process diagram? A process diagram is a diagram which explains a particular process starting from A to, let's say, B, or A to some D, A, B, C, D, something happening. Overall, the visual shows how input is systematically converted into output through clear progression of stages. Now let's answer this. So I'll provide a sample answer or two uh, properly for the template that we have finalized, right? So I'm telling you again, template is for structural reference only. Ditto doing of template will put you under pressure unnecessarily. So you follow as much you can follow. Structure has to be same. Words can slightly change. Okay, let's start. So this reasons why people left. So this pie chart illustrates reasons why people left the UK. One section of the diagram highlights people leaving UK for joining family or friends were the reasons, while other part shows employment, financial reasons, life quality reasons. It is noticeable that more number of people, that is 39%, left UK to join the friends and family. In contrast, only 9% left UK for the quality of life reasons. Overall, the image clearly emphasizes five different reasons why people left UK. Now, let me answer one question using the same template. The diagram illustrates a process concerning solar water heat. It begins with sun rays providing heat energy and passes through key steps such as cool water entering inlet, flowing through internal piping system, and heat absorption through the transparent top panel. Finally, the sequence concludes with warm water coming out through the outlet. Overall, the visual shows how solar energy systematically converted into heated water through clear progression of stages. Let me answer one more question. The diagram illustrates process concerning electricity generation and distribution. It begins with a power station using coal to produce the electricity and passes through key stages such as what the electricity getting transported to the national transmission line and distribution happening through substations. Finally, the sequence concludes with electricity being supplied to houses, shops, and other buildings. Overall, the visual shows how electricity is produced and systematically transported to usable power through clear progression of stages.